welcome to video number 2 of our map making workshop video. We're doing the state of New York, the Empire State, and in the last video we got things started, and we labeled a lot of the surrounding areas of New York, and now we're going to add some. We've added a little color. You can see in the meantime I have gone ahead and finished the title with some nice colors for those block letters. You can work on that too at some point. And also have colored the compass rose, which adds a nice decoration to the map. Okay, now I want to show you what else I've done. I've added a little color to the surrounding areas of Canada. I've highlighted the state of Vermont using a nice reddish color. Okay, that color really makes that state stand out. Same thing with Pennsylvania. And I think what I can do is continue. There's a little bit of the Canadian border over here as well. So why don't I finish that off with the same color I used up top. So I'm trying to avoid coloring over my letters. So I'm just going to put a little color along that Canadian boundary. Now remember, you can always stop and restart the video whenever you want. Okay, so we've got the dark green for the Canada border, and let me just get this map side. Massachusetts, I think I'll use a yellow. I don't want to use a red because I'm right up against a red already. So I'm going to vary the color so that it doesn't blend in with the state next door. Okay. See how I'm trying to avoid the letters. Even though yellow is a light color, you could probably go over it lightly, but sometimes it's best just to skirt around those letters as best you can. Okay, maybe I'll use a orange for Connecticut. Over here we have some coastline. I'll be adding some blue to that a little bit. Let's just finish off these surrounding states. Okay, and then New Jersey. Well, I could use. Maybe I'll go with that reddish color again for New Jersey. As long as I'm not touching another red, I can repeat these colors. I'll follow it all the way down that boundary line. Okay, great. All right, so why don't I label the ocean over here. We've got New York also touches upon the Atlantic Ocean, and it also has the area between Long Island and Connecticut. They call that the Long Island Sound. So well, I think I'll label the Atlantic Ocean right about here. be a little bit decorative with your ocean letters. If you want to make them look a little fancier. Remember, you want your map to look nice. So sometimes it's fun to put these little decorative, especially with the ocean names. And okay, good. And this would be the Long Island Sound right in here. So I think I'll here's Long Island right here. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit of blue and start adding a little blue in there. We're going to eventually color in a lot of the lakes on the map too, but for now we're just doing this ocean area that touches New York. A lot of little narrow areas. Try to stay on the water side of the coastline. And I can color all along. Work your way along the island's coastline all the way out to these points out here. Looks like there's some barrier beaches here too that go along the shoreline. We can color that water area that behind the barrier beaches. Eventually you would work your way up through New York, up the Hudson River. We won't get into that just yet, but eventually this water will, you can see that large river flows right into the ocean. Okay, I'll touch that up a little bit more as we go along. Let's label the two large Great Lakes. Well, there's three lakes. There's two Great Lakes and another lake over here between Vermont and New York. This is called Lake Champlain. So let me label this one first. Champlain. Put a little arrow, little leader line right to the lake like that. Okay, and then carefully color that in. I'll work on that a little bit later. I want to get these other two lakes labeled. Let's do the big one right here. This is Lake Ontario. I think I'll use capital letters for these very large lakes. Okay, we've got, if you look in the category for lakes, we've got Lake Champlain, Lake Ontario, and now I'm going to do Lake Erie. which is right over here. Well, you only see a portion of this lake. But there's one kind of an interesting point on this, is that the U.S.-Canada boundary line goes right through these two large lakes. So I'm going to actually, let me get my black pencil. And I think I'm going to extend it out. You can see I used a pattern for the national boundary. It's a longer line with 3 smaller dashes. So I'm going to continue that pattern, long line, and it runs right through the middle of the lake. I'll show you the position of this line, kind of like right about like this. I did a little research to figure out where that line was, and I did it in a light pencil first. Now I'll darken it in. Okay, and then it also goes right down there and then through Lake Erie as well. Okay, great. So we've got that boundary line completed, and we did the 3. You can check off the 3 lakes, and you can also check off Long Island Sound and Atlantic Ocean. It's nice to keep track of what you've done as you're doing your map. Now it's going to take a little bit of time to color in those lakes. Let me just give you a little bit of a start here. I'll just start you can see that eventually forms a river. I believe it's the St. Lawrence River, but just color along these little islands in here, and we'll get you started on Lake Ontario. Just like I did with Lake Champlain. I'm not quite done with that yet either. Okay, and I'll get you started over here on Lake Erie as well. Okay, so just to recap, we've added a lot of color to this map already. We've done the boundary, the state boundaries. Okay, we've done the national boundary of Canada with a green. We've colored in the ocean and the Long Island Sound. In a few of these, we're going to get these 3 large lakes colored in too. So we'll work on that. You can work on that little by little, okay? And you can see what I've in the next video. Hopefully I'll have those large lakes colored in, and maybe you will too. We'll go on from there. We'll do some of the lakes and rivers within the interior of the state, and get a little bit further along on the map, the activities over here. So, well, thanks for working so hard today, and I look forward to working with you on video number 3 next time.